Morning, you too. Punksy Jumper here, and the kids. And as you can see, we got hammered pretty good yesterday. Today's Monday morning. It snowed all day yesterday and most of the night. And you know how it is when you get the fresh snow. The dogs gotta go out and get their stink all over it. Stick your face in that snow. Atta girl. But something happened last night when I was feeding the horses, and it doesn't happen a lot, but it does happen. So I thought I'd take the camera down with me this morning and show you what it was. A little educational thing, mostly for you horse people. Yeah, I gotta carry 2 buckets down through there. That ought to be fun. But everything's white. Yeah, it looks lovely, don't it? I've had about enough, I can tell you that. So hang with me, and I'll see you down the barn. Okay, and we're down the barn. I hope this is coming out. I don't have one of them fancy sticks that everybody uses, I see, that spins the camera around. But I'm just going to hold it out here. Public service announcement coming from Punksy Jumper, Mary, and Piss Pot over here. And we even got Jack down here with us. Got the 2 water buckets down here. Had to go back up and get a bag of sawdust and a bag of shavings and clean out this. Get your big snoot out of the way. Clean out the boy's stall here. But what I wanted to show you was, now most of you horse people are going to know this, and if you don't, you should. And if you know somebody that has horses, maybe you might hear them talking about just tossing over a flake. I want to show you what a flake is. Actually, there's probably 2 here, but I'll just open up a new bale. And you can see flakes popping out already. If you hear somebody, they'll come down. They'll, I don't have time. I love my horse. Well, I throw him a flake. Well, you can see the bale kind of separates. There's one separating there. There's one separating here. And then you can pull that out. That's called a flake. So people come down here and they'll toss that over the gate, into the horse, and then he eats that flake. And usually I give him about a flake every time. But I don't just toss the flake over, because when they're baling up this hay, whatever's laying in the field will get baled up with it. And I always break mine apart. I mean, I stand inside there and I'll break it apart, and I go through it, make sure it ain't got nothing in it. Like old farmer gloves. This was in the bale I took apart. This was in the bale I took apart last night. You want to eat it, Jack? Now, would a horse eat that? Well, good chance they might spit it out. Good chance they might swallow it if it was something smaller. But why would you put that in their mouth anyway? And then I get some good-sized twigs. This is first cut, so it's a little bit stemmy. And some of the stuff I get out is sticker bush. There's one here, sticker bush twigs. And I go through that and pull that stuff out. Look, somebody's getting anxious. You want something to eat? Mary, quite contrary. So, big old boy. So anyway, I'm just passing that on. Like I said, most of you, she don't like the dog. Most of you probably know that if you have horses. If you don't, like I said, don't just toss them a flake. Tear it apart, look and see what's inside of it, because sometimes there's plastic bags I've found plastic water bottles if it's close to the side of the road. Hey, don't get pushy. Smash soda cans, and you'll get dead birds, groundhogs, pieces of snake. You know, snakes wind up getting bailed up in that stuff. So don't just toss your horse a flake. Go in there with him, tear it apart, spend some time with him. And it's always good to use it as a training aid. You know, I mean, if he starts crowding you, it's a good time to push him off. That's just what I wanted to say. Had that glove come in one of the flakes last night, so I thought that might make a good video. So there you have it. Love your horse. Don't be a flake, and toss him a flake. Get in there with him and break it apart. Make sure there ain't nothing in it. You know, plastic bags, soda cans, gloves, baling wire, dead birds, snakes, whatever. Don't toss him a flake. Get in there, tear it apart. Hey, that's from me to you. You do with it what you want, and stay sharp. Hey, YouTube. Punksy Jumper here, and Mary, and Sonny Boy. It's over here somewhere. Hey, I'm down the barn, just come down and feed these hay burners, and camera hog.